grandma. So we're reflecting over your life. And I think a question I'd be interested in knowing is, what is your earliest memory? Your first memory?
I think the first one was of a toy my grandfather had carved for me, and it was a duck on wheels that when you pulled it, it said quack, quack. And I think I was 3.
What was your first impression when you arrived at Calvin?
Whoa, at Calvin, I was so impressed with the buildings, which were only about 4. It was the, I forget what they called the main building, but then there was a science building, the seminary building, the boys' dorm, and the library, only 5 buildings. And I lived across the street. I was very homesick for about 3 months. But I did make a best friend for life, and that was my roommate, Joan, who is still alive in Seattle, Washington.
When and how did you first meet Grandpa, aka George?
Well, George was attending a Reformed Bible Institute, which was close to Calvin, and I was in my 3rd year of Calvin. And we both belonged to missionary groups. They called it the Missionary Society, where a group of students who were interested in mission work would attend and do different things. Sing and talk with them, read the Bible, and that's where Grandpa and I met.
Who made the first move?
Of course, Grandpa. He asked if I would like to hold the hymn book with him. I couldn't really hold it myself, right? No.
What was your first impression of his family?
I loved them. He had 7 sisters and 1 brother, and we clicked.
What did working with children teach you?
Oh, what did it teach me? A lot of things. I have to say, I guess the first thing that came to mind is how close children, especially the ages of 4 through maybe 7, are close to the kingdom of heaven. All children are so precious, but also so innocent, unspoiled by people, mostly.
What did being a mother teach you?
Oh, being a mother brought a lot of responsibility. I think I was 23 or 24.
The kitchen light was always on. You'd hum your favorite song. The smell of bread and Sunday rain felt like
Well, George and I were blessed with 3 sons, David, Dan, and Mark.
I didn't know the way you smiled,
was teaching love the quiet style.
but every kindness, every prayer,
I still find your heart in there.
Who all graduated from Lansing Christian School, then Calvin College, and also earned their master's degrees. David became an astronautical engineer, Dan a pastor teacher, and Mark an actuary.
How has faith played a role in your life?
It seems like I know we are born again, but I was raised in a Christian home, and church was the center of our life. There's never been a time when I would say I didn't believe, but there's certainly, not only was I more aware, but I just was, I can remember sitting in Calvin's chapel, and we sang the song that I had sung every church service. We closed our services with "Praise God from whom all blessings flow." And there I was in this huge auditorium singing this doxology again, and every word just came to life, and it was hard not to cry.
How did you and Emma become friends?
Oh, Emma and I met in Lansing when we moved to Lansing. About a year after we moved here, someone from my church invited me to a summer, was invited to this same Bible study and prayer group. And that's how we met.
But one story with her children that just makes you laugh.
Well, the first one that comes to mind is when I was teaching her children. I offered to teach her children piano. So after many piano lessons, Sangria, the youngest, again at that perfect age, she looked at me and she said, "Jan, is that the only blouse you have?" Because I didn't realize I was wearing the same clothes every single time I came. And I started to laugh, but her mother was appalled and scolded her and said that you don't ask those kinds of questions.
How did you meet Dolores?
Dolores and I met when I started 9th grade at the public school, and we became fast friends all through high school. We discovered our birthday was on the same day. Dolores was a twin, and they were a year older than I was, but we were friends to the end. Dolores passed away.
What did being a grandma teach you?
Oh, that's a nice question. There's nothing like having grandchildren. Nothing compares to that.
Today is Thursday, August 13, 1992, and I have my granddaughters with me. Here is my second oldest.
I am Jessica, and I'm gonna sing I'm a Little Dutch Girl. I'm a little Dutch girl dressed in pink.
You're not full of the responsibility of them growing up, but you can enjoy every moment that you're with them.
Jesus, what we go sign up, for the Bible tells me so. Let her watch so he belongs.
And I have lots of grandchildren stories, but we'll save them.
Grandma, you were loved before I...
This is going to be Kyle's take. Kyle, how old are you?
6.5.
6.5. And what grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
2002. And Taylor is going to sing some of her favorite camp songs. She will tell you the name of the song.
This song is called Caverns for Life. Still like the prophet for help me live, holding the truth that I love to give.
You taught me faith through simple words.
To listen more than to be heard.
You said kindness never fades away.
And I still live that truth today.
Every time I kneel to pray, I feel your voice in what I say.
The things you planted long ago, they're the roots that help me grow.
Grandma, you were loved before I knew its name. You showed me how to give, not to gain. You held the world with gentle hands, and I'm still walking where you stand. Grandma, you were loved before I knew its name.
You were
What has been the biggest surprise in your life?
That's too big a question.
Grandma, you were love before I knew its name. You show me grace through joy and pain. Now every hug I give away is the love you taught that day. Grandma, you were love before